I don't really. What are we doing this? Are we just doing this because we're bored? Is that why we're doing it?
No, it's a follow up to the interview before. Are we bored? Are you bored in lockdown? How's it been? So let's get started.
Yeah, we're going to miss out loads of stuff otherwise.
So obviously we talked back in last September when you told me your unique story about...
Oh, it was September, wasn't it?
It was September. That was way back when. And obviously since then we've all kind of gone into lockdown. But you're an exceptional case again because...
Sorry, I just...
You've got one of those golden letters, haven't you? Saying that you were a high risk. What exactly was that? So what did they send you?
I am classed as severely vulnerable is the terminology.
Right.
And to begin with, they called it self-isolation, didn't they? But this is called shielding. Apparently, that's the terminology that they use. And they ask you to shield for 12 weeks.
Wow.
The initial, there was 2 letters. The initial one was like 6 pages long with lots of information for support network. And it said you need to shield for 12 weeks. And then the second letter that came a few weeks later went, shielding for at least 12 weeks. And it was like, yeah, this is going to go on longer, isn't it? But yeah, the class, yeah, and there's, in the vulnerable category, there's like 3 levels. Or not levels, but there's 3 categories of how severely vulnerable. And fortunately, I'm in that one where it's like, do not see anybody, don't go anywhere.
Yeah, so what exactly does it outline? What specifically... With regards to you, you're not allowed to see anybody. You're not allowed to go shopping, not allowed to leave the house, not allowed to...
That is correct, yeah. So it's actually nothing to do with being HIV positive, which obviously we talked about in the last video. Being HIV and undetectable on medication, actually you're not in... I don't think you're in... And I might get my facts wrong now, but I believe that you're not in any vulnerable category, actually. Especially if you're on the actual med called remdesivir. Is it remdesivir?
Yeah.
Is that how you say it? If you're on that med, that could be the med that's being used, medication as treatment anyway. But yeah, so being HIV is not classed, I don't think, as severely vulnerable. If you're undetectable, you should be fine because you have a flourishing immune system, right? Because you've suppressed it with your medication. But it's because of which we talked about in the last video, is the... I have a condition where I can't produce antibodies, so I can't fight infection. So, and I have to have an immuno replacement therapy. So I have immunotherapy where I'm given somebody's antibodies. So at this moment, it's very dangerous because if I get an infection, which is obviously highly infectious coronavirus, and I don't have any antibodies for the respiratory system, that's where it's obviously really dangerous. So basically, no contact with anybody until they say so.
And when you got that letter, how did you feel about it? Were you quite...
Do you know, it's really weird. So I was kind of eager to get it because I knew that it was coming. I spoke to my doctors, blah, blah, blah. I knew that I was in that category. I didn't realise I was in the severely vulnerable. Like, it was really like... The letter was really, really good. It's classed as a fit note, the letter, which is fantastic. So you can use it for your employment and stuff. But it was just the language. It's a very serious letter. I find it very serious, very to the point. And because with my condition, I don't live very seriously about it because you can't live around going, oh, I need to be wrapped in cotton wool. But it did sort of scare me a little bit. And then just everything that it points out in the letter, you have to register yourself, and so then they can help you and assist you. And it's quite hard having to let everybody do literally everything for you, which, you know. When I look at me, I'm fine. I'm literally just shielding, but you know, it means that I see. Look, I'm so locked down. My brain doesn't want to work. It just means if I'm not allowed to come into contact. But it's weird being able to go and do stuff, but I'm not allowed to do it.
And what support did they offer you, and have you had?
Everything. Well, obviously, the universal credit system, which I'm not a stranger to anyway. So that was pretty straightforward. I wasn't very anxious about that, but I was anxious about getting the letter because I wanted the official, so then I could use that the official document, so I understood, because I was being told I was, but I needed to be recognised so I could get the help that I needed, because if I was to shut myself away, who's going to do my shopping for me? I don't have family. I've moved to a new place where I don't know anybody. So it's like, how do I get food? How do I get gas and electric for my meter to put on? You know, how do I go and do all that sort of stuff? So by registering through the government website, then certain departments and people start calling you and helping you, which is great. It took a few weeks for it all to happen, but hey, like, we weren't going anywhere, and other people did rally around, but it was really it's been really good, actually. I'm really grateful, and I'm thankful that I feel that the government did get something right. I know a lot of people are very angry at the government at the moment, but from my point of view and my situation, I have to say I'm very thankful that the systems that were put in place, that for somebody like me and for like, everything has sort of kicked into gear. I'm very lucky in that sense. Or maybe I'm not lucky. Maybe that's just how it's supposed to be. But yeah, I get assistance with food. I got even called by the supermarket that I could, Sainsbury's. I'm a customer of Sainsbury's, and they contacted me saying, "We know that you're a customer and you're on the list of severely vulnerable." So they got the data, so they give me a priority booking, so I can get food and stuff. And the task force of the local council got in touch and were like, "We can help you get medications, anything that you need." And I was explaining about the gas and electric, and I don't know what to do about that. And they're like, "We can send somebody, we can get a volunteer to you." Like, really, excuse my language, but fucking incredible, really. And it took a couple of weeks for all that infrastructure and all that to be done. So I've been very lucky. Obviously, the universal credit has kicked in, and so sort of in a position of not really needing to worry massively.
And they offered you, did you get food parcels, did you say?
Yes, if I couldn't get food myself, I'll get food delivered. And obviously, because income just completely disappeared, like a lot of people's in our industry, that they offered, because I couldn't get to the shops, a food parcel if I needed it. But now I'm getting my deliveries myself, and the money is balanced out. I don't really need the help with the food parcel anymore.
But it's great that it's there and available if you did need it.
Yeah, it was a shock. Because obviously everything gets put into place, but very understanding that this is huge infrastructure that they're having to put in on as quick as possible, and everyone's screaming for help. So I really wasn't expecting it. I'm quite a lateral person, just going, "Oh, right, well, it'll happen when it'll happen." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I can't get food, don't really have the finances for food at the moment." And then literally I woke up one morning and there was this letter that was pushed through the letterbox, and there was this food parcel on the doorstep, and I was like, wow, that is incredible. And it was really good as well. Really good. Like, it wasn't just a few cans of beans and a loaf of bread. It was a really nutritional. Yeah, it's really good. It's amazing. It's amazing the work that everyone's doing.
So, talking about people with HIV being more or less susceptible to catching COVID, there isn't actually any statistics to base this on yet. We can't really determine it. But I think it's the British HIV Association, have kind of said that there's definitely nothing to indicate that people living with HIV are more or less, which is great. Like I say, it's kind of, but like I say, there is no evidence either way. So yeah, because it's obviously because somebody hasn't actually done the study, or someone's doing a study, it's in process at the moment, so we haven't got any fact. But when you just think about it, you know, if you take immunosuppressants, you take your antivirals, which makes you undetectable, meaning that you can't pass the virus on. It also means it's suppressing the virus, which then when the virus is suppressed, your immune system flourishes, your immune system should work. Yeah. As long as you don't have any other knock-on conditions, like someone like me. But if you are HIV positive and no other conditions, and it's suppressed, your immune system will flourish, meaning that it's active just like any regular person. Yeah. It's not under any other pressure, because as long as you take your meds, that's the whole point of it. So thanks to meds and that development is what has assisted so many people that are HIV positive to not be susceptible to it, to not be in a dangerous category. And also the discovery of the medications for HIV and antivirals and the development of that over the years since the 80s has helped in the fight towards any sort of virus or pandemic, because the knowledge and the data that they know from the research and they've done over the years since the 80s, since HIV and AIDS, that's assisted what they can do now and how they move forward. But that interestingly brings us on to the plasma studies that they're doing at the moment, where they're taking blood samples and.
See, I love this because this it sort of directly affects me in a way. But yeah, go on, carry on.
So obviously they've kind of announced recently, in line with it's the same restrictions that we have for donating blood as gay men. They've kind of...
Which is stupid.
It is, stupid. And it does seem a bit outdated.
Very.
When you compare it to a heterosexual man who is possibly precarious or possibly having multiple sexual partners.
God, we could debate this for forever.
Yeah.
And it's stupid and it needs to go. And it's very archaic. But it is kind of, in a positive way, it's quite wonderful that these are the last few things that we just need to sort out now.
Yeah.
You know, to become truly, truly equal, like in equality. It's amazing that we've come this far. It's like, right, let's just knock that out of the way now. And other countries are doing it, other places are doing it. We just need to sort it, which we will do.
Exactly. But yeah, going back to people being more susceptible who are living with HIV, there are people who have had COVID-19 and are on effective medication for HIV. So it certainly doesn't eliminate the chance of catching COVID-19. It just means that anybody with HIV is just in the same category, so everybody needs to take care. You certainly can't be complacent and kind of think, well, I'm on these meds, so I'm not going to get it, because that's not the case. We don't know that yet.
Well, yeah, and also, it doesn't mean you're immune to it, and also, you know, like you said, there's so many people that can have it asymptomatically, where you can be passing on without you even knowing it. Do you know what I mean? So, everyone just be careful. I think we all know that. That's been ingrained in us all now. You know, wash your hands, stay safe, put your mask on. You know.
But do you think people are being careful? Because I've noticed, I occasionally click onto Grindr just when you're bored, or well, you know, when you're living out here in the countryside, see who's around. But it surprises me, and it's alarmed me that, and I even know a couple of friends who have still been meeting up with people. Obviously, we are all in lockdown, and we shouldn't be meeting up with anybody, let alone strangers. And I'll be honest, there have been a couple of examples of people are. And if you look at Grindr, it's evident that people are going on there just to chat.
I've been on it a few times, just being bored, just wanting to chat, so wanting to connect. But I had a few offers of people going, hey, do you want to meet up? And I was like, no.
So that's quite worrying, isn't it? That people are not taking this seriously.
But but then I don't think you can just sort of like, it is worrying, but like just going, men on Grindr obviously is one example, but I think it's happening everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Not everyone is taking it seriously. But, you know, is it for us to worry about that or not? Yes, because it affects us all, but then you can't, especially in lockdowns, you can't just get so angry about it.
No.
If someone's going to be like that, they're going to be like that. You can't, you know. So it's their response. It all lies. This is so funny because there's so many things that with this virus, this lockdown, which it mirrors being someone who's HIV positive and virus and being infectious and all of that. It's just a responsibility and all of that. You know, we're all responsible for everything. You know, and not everybody follows the rules, unfortunately. Because saying that people still meeting up around it, people are still going to parks and sitting down, and it's the same intention and it's the same it can cause the same problem. So you can't just sort of go, oh, that's not good because gay men are still meeting up. People, you know.
Oh yeah,
what a crazy world we live in. You know, there's still that high death toll doesn't register in their head, but what are you going to do?
Exactly. But then 5016 Street have released this week their new campaign to try and encourage people to take this opportunity to get tested, with the proviso that if people have been locked down and had no sexual contact in the past 5 weeks, they are this is the ideal opportunity to find out your status.
It's basically an opportunity that has arisen itself sort of not accidentally, but through this pandemic and people being locked down unexpectedly, because people are locked away and the majority of people aren't having as much sexual activity. Even the sales of condoms have gone down, haven't they? Because people are not buying as much. People are not, right. So it's very interesting. So sexual activity is reduced, I suppose. That's what they're saying. So it's created this opportunity, this window, with the transmissions of HIV infection and other STIs, but obviously HIV being focused because it is not curable. It's curative, but it's not curable, and this is a moment to potentially, is this dangerous to use this word, potentially eradicate transmission to stop it going any further?
This is it. This is what it can reduce it, I think, to be fair, but I don't think it will eradicate it because, like you say,
set this goal for 10 years' time,
yeah,
2030, to have no more transmissions.
Yeah.
And because obviously, that just talking before about this mirror line of an infectious virus that spreads, so HIV, coronavirus, everybody at this moment in time is being given information about infection rates and education of viruses and the spread of viruses during this lockdown. And everybody is also seeing the example of, by being locked down and social distancing, we have reduced the spread. We've seen it in the data. We see those bloody slides every week with the nervous mouse that goes across. But we see it in those slides every day, the daily updates. And we see the effect that what we are doing one by one by locking down social distancing and the effect that it has in the greater good. So it's a great time. I think 5016 Street have gone, we have an opportunity here. It's so clever to get out as much testing as possible for people to take a HIV test when they're being sexually inactive at the moment, to find out their status, and then to do something about that. So if they're negative, to continue the best practices possible for them to have safe sex, whatever safe sex is for them, to maintain a negative status, or if they do find out that they are HIV positive, to get them on medication, so they are become undetectable, so they can no longer be infectious and not transmit it. So it's a perfect just gateway window right now, and it's not going to last for long, because the moment that it starts to get eased off, everyone's going to start meeting up and getting together again. So I thought it was just genius at 5016 Street and then Terrance Higgins to just jump on this and to go, we have a chance here to, we won't eradicate it in a very small space of time, but we have a great, because the figures of transmissions have been going down anyway since the introduction of PrEP and more education. So this is a time for us now to just get really educated and jump on it, because we have an opportunity to reduce it a lot quicker than normal, and we are all in a mindset of being educated about viruses and not spreading viruses and taking responsibility for ourselves. It's very interesting.
Yeah, so 5016 Street in particular are offering free home tests where they post them out to you on their website, testnowstophiv.com. But obviously that's only for people within London. But around the UK, you can still... It's specific to districts, isn't it? And this is all kind of done down to funding. Certain districts... Well, I think there's about 50 districts. It's all on the website, freetesting.hiv. You can find out if you live in a district which are able to offer free testing. If they don't, there are organisations like Terrance Higgins who offer testing kits for only £15. And even Superdrug, at the higher end of the market, they're offering testing kits for £30. And I know this might seem... I mean, it's an option for everybody. Even, like I say, if you don't live in a catchment area where they are able to offer you a free test, if you take it upon yourself to invest and spend £15 or £30, it can save in the long run. I mean, if you were to contract HIV, is it, what, £400 to £500 it costs the NHS a month to provide medication?
Oh, of course, like what you're saying, yeah, obviously the figures and everything of it, like, is like, yeah, it'd be damn like cheaper just to spend £15 to find out or to do the research and find a free testing kit. But I know, and all that's really, really well and good and amazing. I worry slightly about home testing. I think it's a genius thing, but I worry about the fact that when you find out that you're positive...
Well, there's two ways as well, because you can either receive the test and then send it back in, and they will then, if it is reactive, they will call you in for a meeting. But even, I'm sure if you get that phone call rather than a text message, you're going to know straight away. So it's the support network.
Yeah, you need that. You need to be in the right mindset to do it. To know. It's especially because, like, years ago when I went for my test, I knew that it was highly likely that I was positive. Yeah. So I was, and I put it off. And we talked about this before. Yeah. So it was very hard, psychologically, just to go, right, I am going to go and get this test because I probably know what the outcome is going to be, and am I ready to do that? So home testing is a fantastic way, and I don't think it will have this huge, like, right, that's it, because of this 6-week period we've managed to do this, but I think this is a really great opportunity to leap forward instead of step forward, and just sort of take advantage of the situation and get some good out of it. And I think if someone is prepared to do it, then I would encourage people to do it. But, you know, if you're not, then don't force yourself either.
No.
However, the fear, to counteract that, the fear I had was, and I'm like, yes, I've had massive complications because of it all, but it was because I didn't get tested sooner. If I'd known sooner, I would have been in more control of who I am and what I am. And maybe coulda, woulda, shoulda, you can't really take it away. The knock-on effect it had wouldn't have happened if I'd been tested more regularly and caught it a lot earlier. And as they say with cancer, everything is about early detection, and it's the same thing with anything. You know, the sooner you get it, or the sooner you know that something is happening, as scared as you are, whatever it is, you go seek help, because the sooner you get on it, the weaker it is, the quicker you can get rid of it. That was the problem with the cancer that I had. If it was stage 1, it would have been a lot easier, probably less knock-on effects than it was stage 4B. You know, so I would encourage people, but if you're not in the right place and you've got the support network, then don't do it. But yeah, absolutely friggin' amazing opportunity, and well done for 5016 Street, always 5016 Street. And yes, you may not be able to get it in your district, and that's frustrating, but it has to start somewhere. You have to start the ball rolling, and it's great that they are using this time and taking advantage of this time to do greater good. I think it's brilliant. So yeah, I really encourage anybody. We all should know our statuses with everything, you know. We check our mental health, we check our sexual health, we check our fitness levels, you know, our diets, whatever. So just, you know, check it out, get it sorted, and then once you know where you are, then you can keep it in check.
That's it. And I think as well, I hope that people have started to recognise that there isn't a stigma, or the stigma surrounding HIV is being reduced. So there is no shame in getting tested, and there shouldn't be a shame in getting tested, because you are looking after your health in the same way you look after every other aspect of your mental and physical health. Yeah. So it's no longer this kind of thing about this under-the-counter, quick, be quiet about it.
I tell you what, it's dreadful, obviously, what's happening right now. But there was a moment, because I'd seen examples of people being stigma to people of other races, from where the outbreak originated. And I saw that, I heard of that. Disgraceful, and seeing other people react to that, going, Jesus, that's awful. And I felt like going to a lot of people, going, now you know what it's like to be in my shoes.
Yeah.
And it's given a very interesting insight to being someone that is HIV and stigmatized, and people, you know, and fearful of a virus. The mentality of it is very interesting. We're having a lot of conversations with a lot of people, and it's been creating better understanding, actually, and maybe reduced stigma to a point, because people go, oh, I get it now. It's not, okay. Do you know what I mean? So It's very interesting times. As much as there is a negative side to it, there always seems to be this other positive side, because we don't tend to talk about that, but we should do. It's really important. I've so many people going, oh my God, I finally understand what you've been talking about for these years. Or, so interesting. So interesting.
So staying with the theme of being positive and the opportunities that this situation has afforded, how has it been for you? Like, being creative, what have you been doing?
Okay, so like everybody, we must do something with this time and lockdown. We must be productive and come out at the end of it with this great book and a play. I've eaten, I've watched Netflix, and I've done sweet fuck all. That's a lie. But, oh my God, I'm exhausted. I'm so sorry to say. I think it's brilliant to be productive in this time, if you so choose to be. But I am a bit exhausted about this sort of demand that we must come out. We've been given the gift of time, right? That's what the bonus of being told to stay indoors, not to go to work, is you've been given the gift of time. But however you choose to divvy up that time and what you choose to do with that choice is your choice. And just getting through it, first of all, just getting through it unscathed and getting to the other side, whenever that other side is. And we know it's going to be a long time till we fully recover from this situation, which I'm used to. I've had some experience and all that. But whatever you choose to do with it, do it. like, it's productive. If you choose to get through it, good for you. That's all it's great if you manage to write the world's next best fucking encyclopedia, whatever, good for you. But nothing is greater or less than whatever. I'm so getting a bit sick of people going, you must be productive and you must get this done. No, you don't. I've done stuff though, however, yes. Well, obviously with the Phoenix, been doing the Saturday Super Show every week.
Yeah.
We have a few meetings throughout the week.
So the Phoenix Arts Club is somewhere that you've worked with how many years now?
Oh, God, like 20 million, yeah.
And this is somewhere where you used to produce a weekly live show.
I still do.
No, but I meant
just as online.
In the premises. So obviously during lockdown, all the restaurants and bars and places like Phoenix Arts Club had to shut. And a lot of them decided, well, we'll take this opportunity to move it online and still provide the entertainment. So that's what you did, didn't you guys?
Well, it's very much the war of faces, making the best out of a worst situation. Yeah, we went through many, many incarnations, and some of them were rough. Very rough. You know, like at the first minute, whoa, that was. But what I love about the plucky courage of the Phoenix and the team is, as rough as it was, we kept going. We go, right, let's give it another go.
So the first.
Because you always do.
So take me back. So the first. Did the first week you tried to do? You brought people into the flat upstairs.
Well, the owners, Colin and Karen, they have a flat, and it's not far from the Phoenix. And at that time, there was social distancing measures, but even though the building was closed down, you could still. Do you know what I mean? Like, we could still, do stuff because we were allowed to travel, blah, blah, blah. But it was creeping in. It was starting to creep in. Is this really essential? And then the moralistics of it all was creeping in. So the first week we did it, the idea was to do it from the flat because luckily Colin had space and there was the grand piano. We could get a few people in. We had some people booked. Everyone's work was drying up like that.
Yeah.
In our industry, just the cabaret and the variety scene, everyone was literally shitting their pants because it was just going. So being able to still offer that work was a great thing to be able to do. But obviously it was all creeping in. And we came up with the idea that we would do it in the flat, big breakfast style, if you're old enough to remember that style.
Yeah.
Because the emptiness is, and it's the same with all of us at the moment online. This is great because we're talking, but when you do a live stream and make a video, there's nobody there. No one to applaud you, no one to laugh at your jokes, and you have no idea if everyone's getting it, if people have tuned off, if people are bored, if there's just tumbleweed going on. So we love the idea of this sort of big breakfast sort of vibe where, like, everyone that was working on it was clapping and applauding and giggling because it was in Colin's flat. And it worked really well. All the guests were brilliant, including poor Scott on the camera, who was the butt of every joke. It was absolutely brilliant. Kat, the technician, Colin, and all the acts, Myra, Sooz, all the other acts, and Michael Webborn on piano. It was brilliant. It was so much fun. And I was here in Margate on the computer with a WhatsApp directly chatting to our pianist with his iPad and controlling and mediating the comment board. And it was brilliant. It was really, really great. Technically, it was great because we had some decent cameras. Luckily, Colin is BBC, so he knows his stuff. So we were really lucky, and it was genius and brilliant.
Are we live? We're live. Hello, everybody at home. Pause for applause, pause for applause. Stop playing something ambient. This is Matthew, everyone. Michael. It's Michael, sorry. He's a recent acquaintance. I'm just saying hello down the airwaves. Now, this isn't the show that's starting. No, we're streaming live already and taking our time just to let a few viewers accrue. That's right.
The second week comes around, and it was like, can't do that anymore. So we did really well. We had really good viewing figures. We were doing a tipping system. It paid for itself. All their original fees, which was absolutely brilliant considering no one bought a ticket. Absolutely brilliant. It just covered itself. So good, and we could pay everybody properly. Then nobody was allowed to be together. And we had to rely on what we're doing now. And we are ambitious. We're ambitious. And the issues we had was we had Myra, Sooz, Michael Webborn, myself, and Colin. Michael Webborn was is our MD pianist. And we wanted to have them all in their separate occasions, but all performing live together. it is not possible through anything. There is no software to do that. Do you know that? There's no application. We were trying to do it through several different applications, audio through one, with a loop box, and it all had to go through the desk in the central hub where Colin was to then go out onto the internet. We were so close to getting there. The one problem we had with it was two problems. One is helping everyone to be set up so it was all working. So we were not only trying to set it up, we were teaching everybody technical stuff, which is so difficult. With what equipment everybody had, or trying to order online, and at that time all delivery days were just disappearing, to get equipment to people. And Colin did an amazing job at this, of like supporting everyone, getting them the right apps, equipment, whatever he could do to help. And then incredible boss, and somebody that really believes in keeping it going. And then the idea is to get everyone to talk to each other, but the problem is the only sort of technology you can use is like a video conferencing technology for audio. But when in video conferencing, when someone's talking, it drowns out everybody else. Yeah. So, because we had the piano coming out, so if you were singing, it would drown out the piano, but it would choose whichever was loudest. So, sometimes you could hear the piano, not the singer, sometimes, and it was just a bit of a dog's dinner, to be honest. And we tried our damn hardest, and then maybe we bit off more than we could chew, but I kind of like that we shot for the stars. And then we reduced it, and it's become what it is now, and it's the most successful now. And we came up with the idea of this sort of like video clip show, a bit Harry Hill style. So it's live with me and Colin. Colin is in the Phoenix flat. I'm here in Margate. We co-host the show together, and we invite 5 guests to do us a video. We pay for the video, and they do a slot for us. We try and do a different lineup every week now. We had the amazing Christina Bianco this week. Yeah. Amazing.
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. Liza, don't tell me not to fly, I've simply got to. If someone takes a spill, well, it's me and not you. Who told you I'm allowed to rain on my parade? Bernadette, I'll march my band on, I'll beat my drum, and if I'm fanned your turn at dancer, at least I didn't think it.
I can't tell you because it's not been announced, but we have a huge, international West End and Broadway star.
Well, you had Marisha Wallace last week as well, didn't you?
I know! She's a dream girl.
Yeah.
Amazing. She's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified, me thinking I couldn't live without you by my side. But I spent so many nights just thinking how you did me wrong, that I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. I saw you back from outer space. I just walked into my ear with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lie. I should have made you leave your key. If I had known for just 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. Gone out of, gone out of. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore.
Jesus. And then Christina this week, Christina Bianco, that girl is incredible. Coming up fresh off of her Fanny Bryce in Funny Girl in Paris. And literally, I called her and I was like, Christina, recently, and she's very busy. She's like, of course I'll do it for the finish. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Do it for us. And then also keeping all our other cabaret acts going as well.
And they're all getting paid.
Yeah, we do a flat fee for our cabaret and variety acts. So it's brilliant. It's really brilliant. We've got a few new changes this week. So there's videos, and then also Colin, we do some satirical comedy sketches. I get challenged every week. I get shown a viral video, which I don't know what it is either, which pains me because I have to do it, and then I have to spend the week learning it or doing it and editing it and whatever. So I get a challenge every week.
Now, Mr. Stuart Saint, I set you a challenge last week, didn't I?
You did a very, very heinous challenge.
How did it go?
It was challenging, yeah. It was a dance challenge, wasn't it? It was to recreate a viral video that...
And?
All week I've been working really, really, really hard. I promise you, trying to get the dance down. I used to be a dancer and a choreographer, but I'm
okay. Old. Well, the nation hasn't seen this, nor have I, so it better be good. Are we ready? Okay, here we come.
Hello everybody, hi, yes that's right, this is Stu and welcome to Challenge Stu by the awesome Colin. Yeah, thanks Colin. To start us off, last week Colin showed us an amazing video that's been going viral, several videos actually by the wonderful Joe who does these brilliant dance tutorials.
Starting a loose munch and put it on a coaster, immodest reptile into Baba Ganoush, bag for life, Goujon, chimpanzee.
Pick up your ferrets, catch the lip, oh right, okay, so there we are, so we're back, all right, and we are ready to go. All right, okay, so I am all warmed up. I've got my dance gear on, I've got my sweats on, I've got my dance socks on, I've got my baseball cap, let's put a funky snipe to it. All right, let's get into space. I'm ready, I've been practicing all week for you. Here we go with the Advanced Dance Hip Hop Challenge. 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, it seems we are having some technical difficulties. We apologise and we hope to bring you back Challenge Stu very shortly. Oh, jeez, I am sweating like a troop. I haven't danced like that in ages. Well, thank you, Colin, for challenging me. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. That was great. I love hip-hop dancing. That was so much fun. See you next week for another Stu Challenge.
We have a member of staff within the Phoenix, because we have had so many members that know our staff. We're like a big family. We always ask a member of staff to create us a little video, which is great. They've done some amazing stuff. It's so funny each week. And we do some satirical stuff. Colin does some stuff. And then we also look at what's gone viral, chat about what's been happening on the internet. It's brilliant. It's so much fun. And it's going really well. We have a few new changes this week. Can't say yet, but it's really cool. And yeah, really, really big Broadway guest. Really excited.
And are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying doing it?
Yeah, it's fun. It's still friggin' weird. You know, you're talking to your phone in your lounge, you know, and your top half looks great and your bottom half's just your pajamas. You know, it's weird, but it's taken us some time to get used to it and for us to get it right. But each week we keep going, that was the best one, that was the best one. So like this week, I just felt like I had so much fun this week. It was definitely the best show. They've all been great, but they just because we're getting stinger. Colin has so much to do. He's literally running a TV studio gallery, kind of, so to speak, to go from live to video. The prep that's done is incredible between myself, him, Peter Dunbar, one of the marketing library directors. Peter does an amazing job of getting us, the audience getting us out there, getting us. Plus, we were in the Metro, we were on CNN, for crying out loud.
Wow.
CNN did this huge segment with the Phoenix about independent venues. Metro, massive article about Myra and the Saturday Super Show and the Phoenix and the Metro this week. We were the pick of the week in the Metro as well. It was like, really incredible. To do it, I don't really know what all that means, but it's just really great to be adding something and it being picked up and noticed, and especially so many members that with the Phoenix is a bit of a lifeline for them, and not having it.
Yeah,
it's really nice to put something out there, just see them checking in on the comment board. So lovely, and it's fun. It's just fun, and it's just great to be providing something. Where I think once we reopen, and so I think that this will morph into something that will continue.
Yeah.
I believe.
And talking about what else has been online, what have you seen anything? What have you been kind of tuning into and watching and keeping up to date with?
Okay, this is really bad, but nothing. I don't know. No, I do. Mainly my friends. So obviously working as an artistic consultant, as well as cabaret artist, they were all transitioning into how do I do my shit online. So the clients that I was working with before, I've been working with and trying to give them as much support as I can, because now they're completely on their own. They have no idea what they're doing. There's the level of the technology as well. So I've been working with a few of my clients and a few extra people, just tuning into their shows, giving a few notes, giving a few guiding points for them to help them out, or just letting them talk it through before they do it, just so that they know. So obviously been working with Ivy Paige, who's the host of A Night in Soho, our regular resident host. Josh Benson is brilliant. Josh is amazing. He's an adult entertainer and a kids entertainer. And we spent nearly 2 years working on converting his kids show, but for adults, and it's been going down really well. Josh of all trades, absolutely brilliant. But Josh managed to work it, and he did these brilliant online, just about 2 shows a week, a family show and a kids show. They're very short, but they're brilliant. He's got a good way of doing it. He's an amazing entertainer. But he, then from that, this is how amazing it is. He now is getting booked for Zoom parties. Like,
oh wow,
like he can't keep up with them. Yeah, because how many kids are not having a birthday party now?
Yeah,
and he's managed to construct a way of doing a Zoom party where it's not chaos, and he's like bookings coming out of his ears. So he's really grateful for it that he's managed to work it in a way. So I've been working with him. Sheila Simmonds, of course, Britain's Got Talent. Sheila Simmonds, she's doing amazing well. She managed to transfer her Busy Lady Bingo that's been so successful at the Duke of Wellington online, and that's evolved into corporate as well. She's doing amazing. So people have done amazing stuff. Myra Dubois, come on. I checked into her RVT Sunday social performance that she hasn't done for a long time, but got to do it online, and seeing like nearly 1,000 people watching it live was incredible, because you can't get that many people into the venue.
Yeah.
So it's really great. Sooz Kempner, we know the gorgeous Sooz Kempner, has been doing her stand-up gigs. She got banned on Facebook because she posted something which wasn't even wrong, but Facebook banned her for 30 days from live streaming. So she moved over to Twitch and been even more successful because of it. So she's not regretting the post now. Absolutely brilliant. I sort of been watching people to help people, really, or just it's usually when I'm washing up or when I'm cooking, doing something. You know what I mean? But it's cute. It's fun. It's really good fun. I quite enjoy it. It's great. There's loads of it. There's too much to mention now. It's been interesting watching it bloom. Have you enjoyed watching it bloom?
There's a lot, isn't there? It's kind of hard to kind of sift through.
6 weeks ago.
But it is brilliant. I think I really commend anybody for just keeping creative and keeping active. And some of it's great, some of it's not so great, but it's all valid.
I love that. Yeah,
exactly.
Just do it. Like fuck it, just delete it if it don't work.
Yeah.
And get back.
Well, not even if it doesn't work. It's like it will reach somebody. Like somebody will get something. It's in the same way, theatre is so kind of different and varied. There's something for everybody. And some of us are like doing these quizzes. Some of us will love these pop videos that everybody's making, or the fitness classes. I've not done one fitness class at all, and I have no intention of. But it's great that they're out there, and it's a great you've got choice of who you want to tune into.
I was doing Cher's 1991 fitness workout, her hot dance workout. I used to do it when I was a teenager.
What was this on YouTube?
Cher had this amazing fitness video in 1981. It was called A New Attitude. And it's like 4 classes in this 1 hour and a half DVD, and there was a hot dance. Fitness is a 40-minute cardio dance workout. Everyone's in fitness gear. Cher's in Bob Mackie leotard.
This hot dance routine is 38 minutes of fat-burning fun. We start with some basic steps, then slowly add on, building a great-looking combination that keeps your heart rate up and improves your endurance. To make sure you're dancing at your optimal intensity, we'll take a heart rate check later on. So have fun with this dance, and don't worry if you don't catch on to all the steps in the beginning. You will soon enough.
Nice.
It's fierce. And her choreographer, Dorian Sanchez. Dorian choreographed her tours, and Dorian actually choreographed the Copacabana musical back in the early 90s when that came to West End, which was a big hit at the time. She choreographed that. This is at the Prince of Wales Theatre. They do this hot dance, and it reminds me of I went to college in 96. Oh, God. So old. I went to stage school in 96. So it reminds me of those days, because we didn't have, during my time at college, things like Capizio dance trainers came in, Capizio on block, split sole trainers, but we used to use Reebok Classics back in the day, and our tight black spandex, and that's what they're all wearing, and it's so great, and the dancing is so 90s, but it's brilliant. It knackers me out. Knackers me out. But I love it. It's really good fun, but I've stopped doing it because I've enjoyed baking and eating cake and sourdough.
Exactly.
Yes, but it's great. But I do a bit of fitness,
Absolutely.
Not sharing it online though. Everyone's like, do it online. I was like, no, thank you. No one wants to see it.
Absolutely not. And we've got to talk about Philip Normal. So I just read this morning.
Yeah.
The first UK openly HIV positive mayor. I think it's Lambeth, is it? South London?
Yes.
Lambeth, great name, Philip Normal.
Have you never come across Philip Norman before?
No, have you?
Yes. Yeah, Philip Norman's amazing. He's a designer, and he's like responsible for. Go check him out on Insta. Like a lot of, especially in the queer community. God, I can't talk today at all. Especially in the queer community, his clothing range. It's a lot of like jumpers and sweaters and things with all
rainbows,
like, the sayings on and and the sayings all on them. But you know, remember that T-shirt when we were like "You okay, Han" and all that?
Yeah.
That's Philip. Philip did all that. It's really, I mean it in the nicest way, like garish and loud and proud. I love his stuff. It's really, really great. Yeah. Alexa plays Cher. Do you remember that T-shirt that went around? Yeah, that's Philip. Philip is incredible. And then he's been elected mayor of Lambeth, and let alone LGBTQIA community, HIV positive and out and proud and fighting the good fight. I said Alexa plays Cher, didn't I?
And they have.
Alexa is now playing Cher. I was like, someone's playing music. Alexa, stop. Did you say playing Cher?
I love it.
That freaked me out. Oh my god, that's the new world. So Philip's amazing. Yeah, I think it's brilliant. But also, like, I think it's brilliant because he's going to be able to, like, bring a great insight to things.
Yeah.
And, you know, trumpet certain things. But also, like, within his name, just normalising it. So what? So what that he's HIV positive? Like,
exactly.
And it shows to people who have gone through it, that are HIV positive, that may lose a bit of hope, don't have as much confidence or optimism. Maybe it gives them, it's a symbol for them to go, you know, I can still get on with life and actually achieve amazing things and make a difference. You don't even have to do all that. You can just get on with your life. You know, It's not going to ruin your life, end your life, or weigh you down. It's a brilliant example of that. Absolutely brilliant. And Philip is beautiful, kind of cute as well. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. When are you running for mayor?
No chance.
Mayor of Theatre Town.
Can you
I've
imagine?
seen you online.
No. I don't even know when the theatres are going to open. It's such a precarious time, isn't it, as we know?
2021. I don't know either. Are we going to have that conversation or not? Is it too dangerous? Is it going to scare people?
I mean, it's an interesting one because obviously, so where are we now? I think Hairspray's been announced to go into the Coliseum in September, but they held off releasing the tickets until tomorrow. So I think by the time this video goes out, it'll be interesting to know whether the tickets have been released. I mean, there's models being proposed. Like, I think Phantom of the Opera in South Korea was able to go up and running because they locked down the entire cast into a hotel. So.
Well, there's two situations with it. September is sort of realistic, but I don't know.
It's ambitious still, I think.
Well, my issue is there's two problems with the theatre, especially let's talk West End theatre, shall we, because they're all old and ancient theatres. It's how do you social distance in those very small toilets, those small corridors. So there's that to consider. Seating, well, you can have two seats in between everybody. Yeah, reduces the cost. So is that financially viable?
Yeah.
And then what do you do about not just the cast, the company, which we're talking about Western shows?
Yeah.
Crew, cast, team, 80 people? Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
As a company in a massive, big budget Western show, what happens if one person gets symptoms and has to isolate for 14 days, 7 to 14
Everybody
days?
has to.
Does that mean the whole company does?
Yeah.
So is that financially viable? So is the risk, just because things are opening, but is the risk still too high financially for the shows to actually feasibly open?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think existing shows which already have big casting companies will work. The model rolled out by Barrington Stage Company, they are doing that. They're taking out rows of seats. They are restricting people to 2 seats between each other, and they've modified their program so they're only going to be producing one-man shows. So
how can you go to the toilet? I just don't understand.
Well, this is it as well. No, so they're modifying.
2 meters.
Yeah. Well, this is what they're saying. They're adapting it so they're only going to be producing 80-minute shows or any show that's one act. so you don't have an interval. So anybody is...
Yeah, but still, if you
Exactly.
during it, a toilet facility is like, I know that sounds like the weirdest thing to talk about.
No, it's
like
true.
a restaurant, you have to provide that. And
Yeah.
if it's not viable, if it doesn't work, if anybody's caught short that needs to go to
Yeah.
has a medical
Yeah.
condition that needs to
Yeah.
go and it has to wait and it's not,
Yeah.
that's dangerous.
That's it. They say they propose that having a one-act show will minimise or reduce people going to the toilet, but it won't eradicate it, or they will, like you say, people will still need those conveniences and they will still have to be available. And also within that, I think for me personally, the experience of going to the theatre is to see a big dazzling show and to go for a drink at the interval or to catch up with people and meet people and chat to people. I mean, what happens if you see someone you know and you can't go to talk to them? So it kind of...
When you want to bitch about it, when you want to bitch about the show and go, I didn't like this, but you have to shout it to me.
But to me, it kind of changes the whole...
dynamic.
Yeah.
And will it
And I think
experience or whatever? It's very interesting.
if you're going to do a modified show, which is just a one-man show, you might as well just do it online. The online stuff that I've been watching, like I watched a new play last night with Denise Gough, and it was brilliant. And it was...
I have to say, Lloyd Webber,
Yeah.
himself, Sir Webber, what he's been doing online, I thought it's been genius. They've done that, the whole company of what they've decided to do with that, because I know it's not just him and his piano, there's a lot behind it, but I think it's genius what they've done. It's been brilliant. I was watching the Christine credenza. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It was incredible. They search for a new credenza for Christine to sing, and when that Broadway opens, she's going to sing it.
And other theatres are doing the same, like Suffolk Playhouse, Chichester Festival have released content, the National Theatre's doing a weekly... I mean, the Frankenstein production that they put out... and it's a great opportunity for anybody who didn't see these productions are now getting that chance, because they are great productions.
Yeah, and on a business side, at the moment, I know a lot of them are doing it for free because people are locked away, people aren't making money. But like in the future, it's definitely a way to generate more income for companies. To share it, and does it really impede on ticket sales, or does it really matter? Or when you create a piece of theatre, is it more like an online digital piece of theatre than it is an alive piece of theatre, which brings down costs, it creates different things, but it's really interesting. Like, this is really opening up things, I think, where we were headed, but it's just done it, it's forced us, and it's done it very quickly, and we haven't got it right, I don't think. But I love watching it, and I'm very interested to see what it's going to be like in a year, 2 years' time of this extra add-on. Because, like with the Phoenix, we don't want to stop this now. We're like, we want to still do something. We want to go back to that flat environment, and hopefully we'll get that. And it's just like, it's really great. It just opens up so much. Like, it's really cool. It's really cool to be adventurous and to play with it. It's really exciting. But going back to what you were saying, I don't know how theatres are going to do it. I just don't know. And they're going to be some of the latest to open. I just can't. I don't know. I want to see it, but I still keep going back to what happens if one company member becomes sick.
I think it's realistic.
How do you protect your cast? How your company, your business? How do you? I can't. Yeah.
Anyway, on that bright note, I'm going to let you go out.
See you later.
Bye. I'm going to go and let you bake some banana bread or something.
I'm going a bit mad. But yeah, it's good, but it's brilliant. But like, it's great that people are doing stuff and people are just going to have to swing with it.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of shows that have no closed prematurely, won't come back again, maybe come back later. And it's sad. Of course, it's sad, but you know, it happens, and you just have to literally, like, you either crumble or you can roll with it. So you just got to roll with it and adapt and just keep going and try and make it work. It's hard, it's tiring. I've had a moment last week, you know, but you still deliver, you still do it, you still get at it, you know, pick yourself up, you dust yourself off. But there is a sort of exciting side of it, of discovery and going, okay, well, this is what we've got now, let's do something.
Amazing. Right, well, thank you very much, Stuart Saint. It's been a pleasure. And when can people catch, and where and when? It's on Facebook, isn't it, Phoenix Arts?
Every Saturday. The time keeps changing. But I think we're settling at the old show time of 8:30 on Saturday. It's on Facebook, and now this week, actually, we streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. Which is on both platforms successfully this week. So you can catch it there. And also, we do share it, but we do a live stream of the show again. Like, we show the show, but through a live stream again. And we tend to do that midweek as well. And then we release clips from it and all of that.
Amazing.
Blah, blah, blah. But yes, every Saturday at 8:30 on the Phoenix Arts Club Facebook page.
Woo!